If you've ever felt overwhelmed by China sourcing, too many suppliers, confusing quotes, and the fear that your samples won't match your mass production, this video is your 2026 starter kit. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through a simple 5-step framework that helps you source smarter, faster, and safer. China remains one of the most competitive manufacturing ecosystems in the world, especially for consumer goods and many building materials. But in 2026, what separates successful buyers from frustrated buyers is not just finding a supplier. It's having a clear system to manage specs, costs, risk, quality, and logistics. Here's the 5-step roadmap. 1. Define your product and target cost. 2. Build a short, high-quality supplier list. 3. Validate with samples and a golden standard. 4. Lock the deal with smart terms and clear documents. 5. Control quality and shipping with checkpoint thinking. Simple on paper, powerful in real life. Simple on paper, powerful in real life. Step 1 is where most sourcing failures begin, often before a single supplier is even contacted. It's the problem of unclear inputs. A buyer might send an email saying, "I need this product," attaching a single reference image. But to a factory, that simple request is an open invitation for interpretation. They might see 10, 20, or even 50 different ways to make it, each with a different cost, quality level, and production timeline. Is it made from ABS plastic or the cheaper polypropylene? Does durable mean it can survive a 1-meter drop test, or does it need to withstand industrial use? This ambiguity is the root cause of mismatched quotes, poor samples, and endless back-and-forth revisions that waste time and money. Without a clear definition from the start, you're not sourcing, you're gambling. So, your first and most critical job is to eliminate that ambiguity by defining 3 core pillars of your project. First, your detailed product requirements. This is your technical blueprint. It must be comprehensive, covering every aspect a factory needs to know to build your product correctly. This includes the specific materials and their grades, precise dimensions with acceptable tolerances, and official color references using systems like Pantone or REL. It also details performance expectations, like battery life or water resistance, and all packaging requirements, from the inner polybag to the master carton specifications. Crucially, you must also specify the destination market standards, such as CE for Europe or FCC for the United States, as this dictates testing and compliance from the very beginning. Second, define your target landed cost. This is a common blind spot for new buyers who focus only on the factory price, or the FOB cost. That number is just one piece of the puzzle. Your true cost is the landed cost, the final price per unit after it arrives at your warehouse. This includes the product cost, but also adds packaging, quality inspection fees, domestic and international freight, customs duties and taxes, and a vital buffer for unforeseen risks like delays or currency fluctuations. Knowing your target landed cost allows you to quickly disqualify suppliers whose unit price alone makes your goal impossible. And third, establish your non-negotiables. These are the 2 through 3 must-have criteria that your product absolutely cannot fail on. For a children's toy, it might be passing all safety compliance tests. For a premium brand, it could be a perfect color match to your brand guidelines. For an industrial tool, it might be a minimum durability standard. Identifying these upfront gives you a powerful filter. When you receive quotes, you can instantly assess if a supplier is respecting your most important requirements. If you can't name these 3 pillars, requirements, landed cost, and non-negotiables, with absolute clarity, you will struggle to compare suppliers fairly and will inevitably invite expensive misunderstandings down the line. A common beginner move is contacting 30 suppliers and hoping one saves the project. A better move is building a shortlist of 5 to 7 category-fit factories. Our internal rule at Yan Sourcing is simple. We prioritize specialization and export experience over cheap and fast promises. We look for proven export track record, category specialization, clear, detailed responses to your specs, and capacity that matches your growth plan. Because a supplier that's slightly higher but stable on quality and delivery is often cheaper long-term. Now we test reality. Order samples from your top 2 to 3 suppliers. But here's the key upgrade. Don't stop at "this sample looks good." Create a golden sample, your final approved reference. Then align on what exactly must match the golden sample. What tolerance range is acceptable? How changes will be approved? This single step dramatically reduces the classic nightmare. Sample was perfect. Mass production is different. After validating your supplier, it's time to formalize the relationship. This is where professional buyers truly protect their investment and set the project up for success. It's the crucial transition from verbal promises to a clear, documented, and enforceable agreement. Many sourcing failures stem from ambiguity at this stage, but we can eliminate that risk with a structured approach. At Yan Sourcing, for every order we manage, we ensure 3 core documents are locked in. Think of them as a 3-legged stool supporting your entire production run. First, a detailed purchase order. This isn't just a formality. It must clearly state item codes, quantities, and pricing. But critically, it also defines the delivery timeline. Is it an ex-factory date or a free on-board date? And most importantly, it outlines the remedies or financial penalties for major deviations, like significant delays or quality failures. This creates accountability. Second, a comprehensive specification sheet. This document leaves no room for interpretation. It goes beyond a simple description to include material grades, precise dimensions with tolerances, color references like Pantone codes, and any required certifications. This ensures the factory can't say, "We thought you meant something else." It's your product's blueprint. Third, a formal quality agreement. This document explicitly references your approved golden sample as the benchmark for mass production. It defines the inspection method you'll use, for example, AQL 2.5, and classifies what constitutes a minor, major, or critical defect. This alignment prevents disputes during pre-shipment inspection. With the paperwork solid, we turn to payment terms. This is your primary leverage. For new suppliers, never pay 100% upfront. The key is to structure payments to incentivize performance and minimize your risk. A common and fair structure is a deposit to start production, typically 30%. This gives the factory capital to procure raw materials without exposing you to excessive risk. The crucial second part is the balance payment, which should only be released the goods have passed a pre-shipment inspection. This ensures you're paying for a product that meets the standards you agreed upon. For larger or more complex projects involving custom tooling, you might use milestone payments. For instance, a payment after tooling is complete, another after the first articles are approved, and a final payment upon successful mass production. Whether it's a simple deposit balance or a complex milestone plan, the goal is always the same. Align your payments with the supplier's performance. When money is tied to quality and delivery, you create a powerful incentive for your supplier to get it right the first time. Even great suppliers can have bad batches. So in 2026, don't rely on hope. Rely on checkpoints. Use a simple inspection logic. Pre-production check for materials and readiness. During production check for early defects. Pre-shipment inspection to verify the batch meets your standard. Then ship smart. Plan consolidation if you have multiple suppliers. Confirm packaging and labeling early, especially if you sell on platforms with strict requirements. This step is where you protect your brand, your reviews, and your cash flow. Let's make this real. Imagine you're launching a home product with a target landed cost of $12. You define the materials, size, and packaging. You shortlist 6 specialized factories. You test 3 samples and create a golden sample. You lock terms so the final payment depends on passing inspection. And you run a pre-shipment check before the goods leave China. The result? You're no longer gambling. You're running a repeatable system. Here's the mindset shift. China sourcing is not one decision. It's a chain of small decisions. The buyers who win in 2026 are the ones who standardize the chain. Start simple, document your process, and improve each order cycle. If you want, you can turn this 5-step framework into your own internal checklist. Use it for your next RFQ, your next sample round, and your next production plan. That's how you build a stable supply chain, even if you're a small buyer. In the next videos, we'll break down each step with real templates, RFQs, supplier scorecards, and inspection checkpoints. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.